Hello, everybody. The Political Vigilante here with Fiorella. We're just at the Bernie. There's my press pass. I rode my bike. That's why I look like a Caltrans worker.
Yellow jacket.
Yellow jacket.
Revolution ready.
Revolution.
Yes.
I didn't shave. I just came from my martial arts class and then just walked in,
nice.
Which is cool.
Nice,
so what did you think of this? Seeing like Cornel West and AOC and then Bernie, what did you think of this speech?
I thought his speech was the usual Bernie speech on point, us versus the billionaires. But I thought what was really poignant is that the California politicians have begun endorsing him, and I think that's very important because that shows a shift in the establishment. Because a lot of these politicians didn't support him the first time, as you know. Now they're seeing that they can't really stop this. This is something that is unstoppable, and even though there is a Stop Sanders movement going on right now, this is something that they're not going to be able to stop. He's leading in California, he's leading in New Hampshire, he's leading
in Iowa.
Yeah, and if we're going to be honest, those polls are probably skewed to begin with.
Sure.
Because they're polling older people, and so the reality is that he is the front runner, and it's going to be very difficult to keep ignoring.
Yeah, the thing obviously you saw the corporate Democrats' plan imploded when Kamala dropped out because she was supposed to carry California and block him basically, and they put all these progressives against him in all of these different states that were, and they're all falling apart now. And I mean, I know Pete Buttigieg is in a strong fourth place.
Yeah.
Boy, everybody is so excited. That's why you watch the Olympics, is to see who comes in fourth.
Strong fourth place, but he's not going to go anywhere without any support from people of color.
Yeah.
It's just not going to happen.
It ain't going to happen. He lost that, and of course they don't ask any of those questions during the debate. The thing that I noticed that was different, I've seen Bernie do several speeches so far this year. He really, in this one in California, was critical. He talked about decriminalizing marijuana because it's obviously legal here, but he talked about also, and this is, I've never seen anybody say this.
The expungement.
Well, the expungement was huge, and then the medical, thank you.
Marijuana tolling the businesses.
Yeah. Getting insistent.
Most affected by
Got it. So thank you. So one of the things he said too, he doesn't want just a handful of companies owning it.
Yeah.
Like that was amazing that he brought those things up that we haven't heard people say before. They'll just say we want legalized marijuana, and then not bring those issues into it. And then also like that people of color should be able to own their own.
Yeah.
And stuff like that. That was the thing I hadn't heard before.
Yeah, absolutely. And also, I want to point out, it was interesting to see this guy that came out. He was talking about how he used to be a Hillary supporter.
Then a Kamala supporter.
And then he missed the point where he said he was a Warren supporter because he even went to Warren. I don't think that was a smart thing to have him say. I think it was smart to have him say he was a Hillary supporter, but just kind of to show like that, this is changing the tide here. It's not necessarily that the Democratic establishment is all of a sudden becoming more progressive. It's more like either they hop on the train of what the people want, or they're going to be completely.
Yeah, these political opportunists within the Democratic Party, that's who they are. That one guy spoke, he's a political opportunist.
Exactly.
What they're realizing is, oh man, like nobody else is getting these crowds.
Nobody. I mean, you have to look at the crowds.
Nobody is getting the individual donors, so I better jump on the Bernie train or I'm going to get steamrolled. And that's what they're covering their asses because they know they're going to get voted out.
So what did you think about AOC? And her speech.
I thought her speech was really one of the things I liked about it, and I haven't heard anybody I haven't heard enough politicians say. Sorry, there he goes again.
No, I was just going to say about AOC, like how I thought it was interesting that she focused a lot on foreign policy this time around. She mentioned it several times, and that's been one of the criticisms of Bernie Sanders' campaign, not focusing enough on foreign policy. And she was like talking about him being like the best on foreign policy, and et cetera, et cetera. So I thought that was really interesting. Yeah, exactly. Right, brought up Palestine, and I thought that was interesting considering like how her recent interactions with Congresswoman Tulsi Gabbard online about her impeachment sort of decision, and it's almost like there's a little bit of like, hey, Bernie Sanders is the best one also on foreign policy. So I thought that was interesting. I think that's going to be taken by certain Tulsi supporters.
Yeah, she brought up, she said, look, a good domestic policy can also be good foreign policy. I liked her speech.
I like that. You know, she's kind of bringing it into the fold. I mean, it's still not where it needs to be, but I think at least they're like aware that this is an area where Bernie Sanders needed to improve.
Sure. I think that's why I think the Bernie Tulsi ticket is unstoppable, because Tulsi's foreign policy is better. I agree with Tulsi voting present.
Yeah.
I thought that was a bold move.
I 100% am with you.
And
there.
I don't agree with AOC being critical of it. But there's a lot about AOC I like, but it's
right.
okay to be critical.
Exactly. It's okay to be critical and like multiple things from multiple people. I think she's really strong when it comes to domestic policy, when it comes to immigration, when it comes to other things. And I think Tulsi Gabbard is much stronger when it comes to understanding the nuances of things like foreign policy and impeachment.
Did you think it was a mistake for Tulsi to step out, not go to the debates?
I don't think it was as good of an idea as we thought, because I think she's always the number one Googled candidate at the debates, and also in these debates, whether it was purposeful or not, they got deeper into things. They talked about foreign policy. There was so many moments where the people started going after each other, mainly Pete Buttigieg. And I feel like if she had been there, that would have been a perfect opportunity for her to separate herself from Pete Buttigieg and actually be the one that's actually, you know, has a veteran with the right foreign policy. So
yeah, not a intelligence officer.
Yeah, and she qualified.
Yeah.
And you know, she still didn't go.
So people weren't paying attention, think that maybe she just quit or something.
Absolutely.
Or didn't qualify.
Yeah, they don't know. And so her name wasn't really that Googled, except the whole impeachment situation, which she was more criticized for that than the Democrats who voted no.
Yeah.
Which is, to me, is like, okay, ridiculous, right? So, yeah.
Well, overall good. So check out the Convo Couch.
And check out the Political Vigilante. Also check out Rokfin. It's a cryptocurrency platform. A lot more of us are getting on it. They're very fair, and they don't take as much of your money like YouTube does. And it's growing, and I think it's going to grow even further.
And Rokfin can't be bought by Google because it's blockchain crypto. That's the design of it. So Convo Couch and this show, Political Vigilante, are all on Rokfin. So go to rokfin.com, endorse us. It's a great platform. And then check me out my road dates at grahamelwood.com. And we're going to have more Fee on the show. More Fee, more pasta, more Political Vigilante. What do you think of that?
Make some sauce.
All right,
Bye.
thanks for watching.